Hello guys, welcome to Salesforce Network Salesforce Administrator tutorial. Topic what we are going to cover in this session, that is user. User is an individual who has login access to the Salesforce system. So until a user is not getting created, you are not supposed to be login to Salesforce ecosystem. So any individual who is working with Salesforce organization must have a user. Users are assigned various roles, license, profile and permissions based on their responsibilities within an organization. So what the things are used in creating a user? So that is roles. In the role hierarchy where he is coming or she is coming, that is going to be defined in the role. For a user, license is mandatory. Without license a user can't create. And again, profile is also mandatory for creating a user. So role is anyhow it is not mandatory thing for creating the user, but profiles and license are mandatory things for creating the user. Without this we can't create the user. We had created a profile in our earlier sessions. So also we had created the roles. So if someone is having issue, check out that videos that is uploaded on the Salesforce network channel. Profile is a collection of settings and permissions. So all the things related to settings and permissions are in profile. So anyhow, if a user is getting profile, these all the settings and permissions are getting. Every user is associated with specific records and data depending on the access provided to them. Once user is created, we cannot delete them. So if we are creating a user in Facebook or any social networking site or any shopping site, we can delete that particular user. But in Salesforce, if you had created a user in any organization in the Salesforce environment, then you can't delete them. So this is again a interview question. Can we delete a user in Salesforce? No. What we can do? We can deactivate only. So in Salesforce we can't delete the user. Only the thing what we can do, we can deactivate the user. Deactivated user will not be able to log in to their account. So if we had deactivated a user, so what is going to happen? So in that case that user can't be logged in to the Salesforce account, but their historical data and records remain in the system. But as we are deactivating that user, it doesn't mean that all the records are getting deleted for that particular user. So all the data will be there in the organization. So license given to user will be released back to the organization in case of deactivation of a user. So again this is a question. So can we get release or can we get this license if we had deactivated the user? Yes, we can. Freeze user. Freeze user will not be able to log in to his account. So there is again one concept like freezing the user. Freezing the user means what? They can't log in to that particular organization. Why? In this case the license is not getting free. So in this case license will be used or license will be still remain to that user only. So there is again an interview question. In case of one user is get freezed in the Salesforce organization, can we use the license that he is using, no, we can't use that license. Until we are not deactivating the user, the license is going to be remain with that user only. License and profile are the mandatory things to create the user. So for creating the user, these two things are very mandatory. Without these things we can't create the user. What are the key aspects of a user? So profile determines what a user can do within Salesforce, including which objects they can access and what actions they can perform. So like they can create, read, edit or delete the records. They can perform on those objects what they can perform, that is going to be determined by the profile. Then what is the concept of role in creating a user? So role defines the user's place in the role hierarchy. Yesterday itself we had seen role hierarchy. So in the role hierarchy, that user is going to exist where, which place? At the level of data visibility they have. So which type of data visibility that user is having? If that user is having means lowest in the hierarchy, so he is going to see his data only, he can't see above the role hierarchy data. Role determines which records user can view and edit based on ownership. So ownership will be what? For a record, either that is queue, the ownership will be queue or a user. User license determines the baseline access user can have in Salesforce organization. By the user license, we are getting the baseline level of access in the Salesforce organization. There are different licenses like Salesforce license, Salesforce platform license, chatter license, and so many licenses are there, and they are having their different level of access. Permission sets, additional permissions granted to user on the top of their profile. So where the permission set is required, if one user is having additional requirement of permissions, then we are going to assign permission set. This help gives certain user specific permissions without changing their profile. So they are using that profile only. Additionally, they are getting some more access. If this is the thing required for that user, then in that situation we are going to assign a permission set to that user. That is not mandatory. In case if it is required, then we are going to create a permission set and assign to that user. Record ownership. Each record in Salesforce has an owner, that may be user or that may be queue. So these are the individuals who are taking the ownership of particular record. The owner has special access to the record, such as transfer rights or higher visibility. So if one user having all the access of Salesforce organization and one user having a limited access in the Salesforce organization, so it is going to be maintained by the record ownership. Login access. Each user has a unique username, password and profile. So profile, maybe it is going to be a common, but username must have be unique in whole Salesforce organization, and also the password is going to be unique for that particular user. And profile, it is maybe unique for a set of users, or it is going to be common for all the users. They can log in through the web, mobile or API depending on how Salesforce is set up. So a login, so user can log in with any of these things, like by the by the website or by the mobile or API, also they can log in. User management, Salesforce admin can create, deactivate and manage users, assigning them to appropriate profile, roles and permission sets. So who are going to take care of this all the things? So Salesforce administrator are going to take care of creating a user, deactivating the user, freezing the user, assigning different profiles, roles, permission sets, what the visibility that user needs, that all the things are going to be assigned by the Salesforce administrators. So assignment, create user by the name user A. So we are going to create a user by the name user A. So again down the line we are going to create one more user in the coming sessions, user B. So I had taken the unique name here, user A. So today we are going to create a user by the name user A. Role, we are going to assign sales representative. User license, we are going to take Salesforce. Profile, what we had created in our earlier session, that is system administrator new. That profile we are going to assign to this user A. So also we had created the role sales representative. So this user A is going to be own sales representative role, Salesforce license and system administrator new profile. Also customize the system administrator new profile so that user A can see only employee management system application. So in the profile system administrator new, what we had created, in that profile we have to customize and we have to make it available, like he can't see any application apart from employee management system. So just click on login. After getting logged in, we have to navigate administration, then user. There is a users, we need to click here, or directly we can search here also users, and we will getting this users only. So click on this. As of now we have only one user what we had created by the developer.salesforce.com from this URL. So this user we had created, and apart from this what you are seeing, this chatty, then integration, insights, security. So these users are getting created by Salesforce and given to us. We had not created apart from this user. So only this user we had created. Right now we are going to create one more user. So click on new user for creating the user. So one thing I need to clarify here, when we are going to create the organization, at the first time when we are going to create this org for a particular business or for particular company, then we are going to use this URL developer.salesforce.com/signup. But within the organization, after getting created the organization, within the organization we can create as many users as needed for that particular organization. So here we have to provide all the details, mandatory details. So the red markings fields are mandatory, we have to provide. So here I am going to provide user A. In the last name A I am providing. Alias is UA, user A. So we have to provide a email ID that is mandatory, and you should have a mail. So username we are going to take it like user A @ network.com. One more thing I have to say here, if this user A @ network.com is available, then we are going to get this username. Otherwise we have to modify this username. Role I am going to define sales representative, what we had created yesterday. User license I am going to provide Salesforce license. Profile we had created system administrator new profile by cloning the system administrator. So I am going to use system administrator new profile. Also let's cross verify the company's detail. So just click on setup, choose setup, hold the control button, it will open in the new tab. So I think I have to look for company information. I think it should be company information. Yes. So what I want to clear here, so up to now this is the information of this company, means Salesforce network, and here all the details we are seeing. This is developer edition instance, and by clicking on this deactivate org, we can deactivate the organization also. So for anyhow if someone needs to deactivate the org, we can click over here, or we can modify these details for the organization label. Suppose we have to update the phone number, fax number for this particular organization, we can do this by clicking on edit. Then next I want to show that here user licenses is there, and here we are seeing Salesforce license. This is active. Total licenses is 2, used licenses is 1, and remaining license is 1. So Salesforce is giving only 2 license for Salesforce. Then again we are seeing so many user licenses are there, but we are not going to see this all the licenses. The important and mandatory licenses are like Salesforce license, Salesforce integration license, Salesforce platform license, customer community license. So these are some important license we are going to use in our coming sessions. So after creating the user A, it is going to use the second license also. As we are using one license, but as the user A is getting created, this remaining one license is also going to be occupied. So let's create the this user, and at the bottom we have to came here. If this checkbox is not checked, we are not going to be get the email. We need to check this checkbox, then generate new password and notify user immediately. So while checking this checkbox, it is going to generate new password, and also it is going to notify the user. How it is going to notify the user? By the mail ID. What we had provided the mail ID, on that mail he is getting a link that user A your user account has been created, you have to click on the particular link. It is going to be redirected for changing the password. You have to change the password and you will be able to log in into Salesforce organization. So suppose user A is one person, like there is a Rohan, one person is there. So for Rohan I am going to create a user. So up to now Rohan is not going to be logged in with Salesforce account, but while creating the Rohan user, and I need to take the email ID of Rohan in the real time. Here I am taking my email ID, but in the real time I am going to take his email ID. Only the thing I needed, his name, his email ID, that's all. While getting this information, name and email ID, I am going to create a user for Rohan. After clicking on save button, while checking this checkbox, immediately he is getting one mail. Yes. So I had already told that if someone is using this user A at network.com, so we are not going to get by this name. So we need to modify. In whole Salesforce, this name should be unique. As you had created the Gmail account, this Gmail account is going to be unique in whole world. So by your email ID, no one is going to use that mail ID to sending the mail or receiving the mail. Only you are the person who is going to send the mail or receive the mail by that email ID. Like that only here also someone is using this user a at the rate network.com. So I have to modify this username. So I am modifying with user a at the rate salesforcenetwork.com. Let's see this username is available or not. If it is available, then we are getting a message that it's done. Yeah, it's done. So as soon as I had created the save button, this user getting notified in the mail that your user account has been created. So coming back to our mail ID, as in this case I am the only person who is getting the mail from the Salesforce for user A. So yes, we got the mail. Welcome to Salesforce. Verify your account. So let's see. Welcome to Salesforce. Verify account. You have to click on this button or by clicking this link also you are going to change the password. So username will be user a at the rate salesforcenetwork.com, what we had given there. So click on this verify account button. So it is saying that ready to new password, reset password. So we have to provide the password for user a at salesforcenetwork.com. Also we have to provide the security question. So in what city your first job was? Okay, I am going to provide LKO. And finally we need to click on change password. It's done. The user a at the rate salesforcenetwork.com is created. So as per the assignment, we had created the user a. One more thing we have to do for this user. So in the assignment we had created user a. We had created a user by the name user a. Role, we had provided sales representative. User license, we had taken Salesforce. Profile, we had taken system administrator new. This is the thing what we have to do now. Also customize system administrator new profile so that user A can see only employee management system application. So this is the thing what we have to do. Salesforce, from here we can note that which user we had logged in. So for now what I am doing, I am clicking on logout for this user. Also I want to show that from here this user A can see all the applications. Along with employee management system, this user can see all the applications like sales, service, sales console, community, marketing, CRM classic. This all the application he can access. So let's click on sales. So he can access sales application. But what in the assignment we have to do? We have to give user A only employee management system application access, not other than that application. So for now he can access any application. So also he can access service application. See, he can access all the application for now. Also here cross verify which user is this, user A. So for now I am clicking on logout button for this user A. Closing this tab. By the name training1@salesforcenetwork.com, I am going to log in as usual. I was login. Also I want to show you that by clicking on company information, let's see how many licenses are remaining for Salesforce. So coming to user licenses, Salesforce, total licenses 2 we have, used licenses 2 and remaining license 0. So as we are using both the licenses, so there is no any remaining license. I can't create a user using Salesforce license anymore. So if I need to create a user, so while taking this next licenses, I can create a user. So next what I have to do, I have to edit the profile. So in the administration, click user, expand this, click profiles. So here profiles is getting opened. As we had already created the profile by the name system administrator new, so simply selecting the S, it is displaying all the S related profile names. So see here, this system administrator new profile we had created in our earlier session. So this profile I am going to modify. As we had created this profile, we are able to delete this profile, but you are seeing that system administrator profile is also there. This we can't delete, as this profile is created by Salesforce and given to us. In that scenario we can't delete this profile. So our custom profile we are going to edit. What I have to do here, so that user A can't access any application, from here, from custom app settings, I have to uncheck this all and only I have to provide the access of employee management system application, this. So I need to uncheck this all the applications. So these are all applications. Also I am making the default for this user A. Now user A can't see any application. Only the application user A can see employee management system application, not other than this. He can see the application. So simply I need to click on save button. It's done. So now I am going to log in the user A account with different browser. So as I had already logged in Google Chrome browser with this account training 1, so Salesforce network account or training 1 by the username training 1 I had logged in Google Chrome. So now I am going to log in user A account with different browser. Here I have to provide the URL login.salesforce.com, hit enter button. Here I have to provide the username as we had created by. So for this user also the login URL would be login.salesforce.com, username, what the username we had created, and password. Hit the login button. So user A is get logged in. Also he is redirecting by default on employee management system application. So again I am clicking on app launcher. See here, he can't see any other application. Only the application he can see employee management system. Also if I am searching for sales application, sales, no result found. Service, so no service application. Click on view all. So in the all application section he is not finding any application. Only the application he can view employee management system application. So in the real time also this settings you have to do so many times. A number of times you have to go with that. So for user A, suppose this employee management system application is required. Again there is a user by the name user B and he is required for institute management system application. So what you have to do? You have to assign in his profile institute management system application. So this is the thing at the real time what is going to be done by the Salesforce administrator. Again I am going to my original account. So here see user A is there. Again I am coming back to our account, primary account. This is Salesforce network account. So see Salesforce network account. So one more thing I need to show here. Click on user. So I am clicking on a particular user. So only user A I am clicking here. Click user A or edit user A. Here we are seeing that active. So this user is active and also you are seeing somewhere freeze. why it is not visible? Again I have to click on user A. So here we are seeing at the top itself, here we are seeing. So if I am freezing this user, see the difference between freeze user and deactivate user. If I am freezing this user, the license is not going to release. So again I am seeing the company information. Let's see the company information, open it. Here for the user A, I am at the primary account Salesforce network. This all the operations can be performed in our primary account, means Salesforce network. This is the administrator. So if the administrator is making the user A freeze, so click on freeze. So this user is freezed. From now onwards he can't able to log in. So again coming back to our first of all, I am coming here, clicking on logout. It is not going to happen anything. So you have been logged out due to inactivity. Already it is logged out. So again I am going to login.salesforce.com. I am putting this URL, user A @salesforcenetwork.com, and providing the password, hitting the login button. For now he can't be able to log in. See, please check your username and password. If you still can't log in, contact your Salesforce administrator. So he can't be able to log in because of freezing the user. Also coming back to our primary account, here it is freezed, so it is displaying unfreeze. And also if I am coming back to our company information, and here if I am refreshing or reloading this page, we are able to see that license is not freed. Means this user A is still using that license. See, used license 2, there is no remaining license. And also user A is not able to log in. So in both the cases user is not going to log in. But in one case, in case of freeze, the license is not going to be released. But in the case of deactivation, the license is getting released. So again I am going to user. So this user A, I am deactivating this user. So click uncheck this active. It is saying that deactivating users, remove them from all delegated groups and sharing privileges. The following page prompts you to remove this user from any terms. You can still transfer this user's record to an active user. So if he is owning some records or data, you can transfer this data and view the user's name under manage user, and you can still see the this user information in the manage users. So click OK, hit the save button. In this case also he is not going to log in, but in this scenario the license is getting freed. Okay, refresh the page. Scroll down, see, total licenses is 2, used licenses is 1, and remaining license is 1. So in this case license is giving back to organization. Again coming back to our Internet Explorer browser, again I am trying to log in with user A account. I am not able to log in, but still I want to show you also. User A @salesforcenetwork. gmail.com, as this is the username, and password I am providing the same. Click login. Still he is not going to be logged in. Please check your username and password and contact to system or contact to Salesforce administrator. Again coming back to our primary account. So from here what I am doing, I am making it active. So I am clicking on active. Again it is going to use the license, and also I am unfreezing this user. So in this case he is able to log in, and also I want to show the license. So reload the page. See, used licenses is 2. There is no remaining license. Again coming back to our Internet Explorer, try to log in with user A credentials. So here I am providing the user A credentials. And providing the password. So now he is able to log in with his credentials and all the settings. So employee management system application, he is able to see. This is the only application he should see as per the profile modification. So if he is clicking on view all, so only this application he can see. So this is the all about user creation and how we are managing in the real time. So many things we are going to see in the coming sessions. So if anyone having any issue or doubt with user creation, let me know in the chat box.